and welcome to another episode of Friends, Food, and Relationships. I'm going to talk about today tell you what we had for New Year's Eve dinner. It's something different, not the traditional dinner, no. We as Latins do not celebrate New Year's Day. We will celebrate New Year's Eve. And, so what we did for dinner was we had chicken wings for dinner. We had celery, etc. My mom and I we all decided that we're not going to have a traditional dinner. Make it easier on her, and let's go from that. So let's talk about this. So what happens is normally the Cuban, which I'm of Latin descent. My dad's from Cuba, mom's from Costa Rica. So what they do is they have a pork. They have a pork shoulder or a full pork, which we've had before. But wait a minute, that's way too much. That's way too much work for mom. So we decided, no, let's do the chicken wings. Let me talk about that. Chicken wings. So let's talk. So let's say this. What I did here, as a keto eater, it's easier. That was easier because there's rice and there's things that I will not eat as a keto eater. So I had to modify. So what we did with the chicken wings was something. We had the chicken wings, the regular chicken wings. We had the celery, those fixing us. The only thing that I ate differently was a green salad, which I normally eat on a day-to-day basis. And we had a little bit of wine. And so, we had those things, and it was very, we enjoyed the family time. And at New Year's Point, we had I had a glass of wine, actually sitting here at my desk while I was doing something here. So that was something that we did. So, those things. Now, let me explain a few things to you. Okay, let me explain to you about a dish that I really love and that I do not. That when that dish comes up, when that time comes up, I will break keto for it. It's a pork, some type of pork meat. I don't know what it was. It's German. My friend of mine is of German descent, so I go eat those things. So it was I'll tell you when we did that. So we were doing exam work. I'm also a amateur rate examiner for those of you that don't know. So it's something he and I eat. So it's a potato salad and a pork thing. And of course, German beer. I love that. So I'll explain a little bit about that. It's an interesting story. Here in the United States, for those of you that for the listeners that are out of country, restaurants are open 7 days a week, 364 a year, because New Year's they close, I think. I'm going to say 364 or 365 on leap year. So let me explain something here. So now, Germany is a little different. Most of the work staff is off. Except for hospitals and things of that nature, I think, are off on Sunday. Restaurants are not off on Sunday, of course, because that's when people go out to eat, etc. So what happens is they will close on Monday. So as an amateur examiner, the reason why we did that dinner was because I had come off at 2. He came to pick me up at 2 p.m. and we didn't get out of there until 6 p.m. or 5:30, if I remember correctly. So, being that we did all that, that's why we went to dinner. And I kept asking, because we're hungry and stuff. So we went there, we did that, and then we decided. And then, one day I was asking him when I was on the way home with him from somewhere else, another exam session. Hey, well, why can't we go to dinner Monday? He said, no, because they're closed. And I said to him, no, that's unusual. And so he explained to me why they were closed, and that made obvious sense. So it's important, it's important to know and keep up with all those things. In Costa Rica, for example, restaurants are open 7 days a week, like they are here. Because I know that for a fact. Because Mom's from Costa Rica, I've gone there often enough times to know what their pattern is. So it's interesting to know. So there's times as keto eaters that we will decide not to do keto because it's not convenient. So or when we decide, okay, let's go eat this for whatever reason. Let's go eat this for whatever reason and talk about maybe even for a podcast we'll do that once in a while. I haven't done it. I haven't gotten the opportunity to do that yet, but I'm thinking about doing it. And with that, thank you for listening to this episode. I'll be back next week.